Right, so I like to say Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Bah Hashem, Rakah HaKadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. Right, so we're going to be coming back at you with Micah 2 and 10. Salakia, Micah 2 and 1. That's where we stopped off from the last video. So it says, woe to them that devise iniquity. So again, woe means destruction. The word device means to plot or plan, right? And work evil upon their bids, because that's what these devils think about. All they thinking about is working evil upon their bids. They're just always trying to come up with some form of mischief. And I always bring this up, going into the movie Saw. When you go into the movie Saw, what Jake, and I mean so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, think about doing, evil, deductive works like that on that movie Saw? What so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American think about something like that? Right? So the spirit that's within Jake and the spirit that's within Esau is different. If you go to the book of Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4, the scripture even tell you that the spirit which is lifted up in him is not upright. It's not upright. Right? So these devils, when they plan and they're plotting, they're not planning on making things good or easier for you people. They're planning on making things a lot harder, right? Making you go through more difficult times, right? And now what are they plotting? Well, they're plotting to push in their NWO, their New World Order, right? And what has the other two videos, what was I talking about in those two videos? About the CHIP, the MOTB, right? The Neuralink, for these devils to do what? To control souls, right? So it says, woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their bids. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. Right? So let me grab this in the book of Proverbs 21. And Salakia, bear with me for a second. Proverbs 21, and I believe that's 10. It says, the soul of the wicked desireth evil. Now, who is the wicked? When you go into the book of Malachi, the first chapter down to the 4th verse, it tells you the wicked is Esau, Edom, right? Let's get that real quick. Let's get that. Malachi 1. So it says, Malachi 1 and 4. It says, whereas Edom, when you go into that word Edom, is Salakia. It was right on my mind, man, and I lost it. Salakia, bear with me. It means Adawam. There we go. It came back to me. Salakia. The word Edom means Adawam, which means red. So it says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished. Now, the reason why I got the definition of that word is because when you go into the birth of Jacob and Esau, they described Esau as being red and hairy all over. Right? So when, for an example, and not all so-called white people are Edomites. Some of these so-called white people go back to being Israelites or being people of other nations as well. But again, the reason why I got that definition is due to Jacob and Esau. In the ancient times, Esau was described red and hairy all over because Esau today would look like the so-called white man of today. Right? So when I'm talking about Esau, I'm really talking about them. Right? So it says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished. Look at the pride on these devils, right? But when we return and build the desolate places, it says, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh have indignation forever. forever. So Esau, Edom, is the border of wickedness, right? And it says the wicked desireth evil. Let's get that back one more time. Come on, man. Hey, the scriptures, man, it hits these devils to a T, man. Let's get it. This is Proverbs 21:10. It says, the soul of the wicked desireth evil. Because again, Habakkuk 2:4. For the spirit which is lifted up in him is not upright. So these devils, their plan, again, like the brother always say, is to control souls, man. That's why they're pushing heavily for digital currency. Everything is going to be digital. This is why they put up the 5G towers, for more signal, for faster speeds, for faster connection, right? And they're doing this for the CHIP, the MOTB, right? Pretty soon, a lot of these stores are going to convert to using digital electronics. So, which means you're not going to be able to buy or sell anything unless you have some form of digital currency, which is going to go through what? The MOTB or the Neuralink, right? So let me grab this in Proverbs 4:16. This is Proverbs 4:16. It says, "For they sleep not, except they have done mischief." This is going into Micah 2:1. So it says they sleep not unless they have, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. So the Lord put the spirit in these devils to even lose sleep if they're not doing something that's entangled with mischief and evil, man. So these devil spirits is always set to do mischief and evil. The brother brought it out earlier, man. Can an Ethiopian, let me grab it real quick, Salakia. Right, Salakia. Let me grab this real quick. Salakia, bear with me for a second. This is Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 23. And the scripture says, Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? It says, then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. So these devils are accustomed to do evil because the Most High made their spirit just for that, man. Made their spirit to be wicked, made their spirit to be evil. So they are accustomed to do evil. I mean, shit. These Edomites, man, they heavy pedophiles, man. Right? These Edomites, they're heavy serial killers. These Edomites are mass shooters, man. They're doing all the mass shootings. So the Lord is literally showing you in the world who the wicked are, and you people are ignoring it, man. Right? Look at your food, man. It's defiled. Look at your water. It's polluted. Right? All you got to do is really look at these things, and and the wicked is right in front of your face. It ain't fucking Hellboy with a pitchfork that looked like Poseidon's, right? Again, with the Nightcrawler tail, right? So no, man, it ain't fucking Satan, man. Satan is an angel, and his job. What is his job, man? His job is to stay upon the minds of Esau, man. His job is to stay upon the mind of the wicked. That's what the job of the angel is. And Esau is the physical counterpart to that. And his job is to perform the works that is required of him. And the works that are required of him is to perform the enterprise that he believes that he's going to set up forever. Right? So again, you know, Jeremiah 13 and 23, right? Can an Ethiopian change his skin? Can a leopard change his spot? It says, and if Salakia, can the Ethiopian, Salakia, bear with me for a second. Can an Ethiopian change his skin, or a leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. They are accustomed to do evil, man. We just read that in the book of Micah 2 and 1. We just read it in Proverbs 4 and 16. Right? We quoted the book of Habakkuk. What was that? Habakkuk 2 and 4, I believe. So these devils, they're going to push heavily for that CHIP. They're going to push heavily for that MOTB. You're right. Reverting back into the book of Revelations 12 and 12. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end it from there and say Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Barakah HaKadosh. Double ones to the apostles and elders of GMS. And salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. I like to say shalom.